All right, Crypto Degens, welcome back to PhatBear Pod. I'm your host, PB. Bitcoin's back, baby. After taking a brutal faceplant on Monday, it's clawed its way back to 80K. The total crypto market cap's at a comfortable 2.5 trillion, up 4%. But hold your applause, because 24-hour trading volume down 6.2% to 154.5 billion. Bitcoin's playing a comeback kid, but I guess the market's still got that jittery. Bitcoin dominance is still flexing at 62.6%. When the going gets tough, everyone runs back to Daddy Bitcoin. And the fear and greed index? It crawled up a couple points to 19. For alt's performance, the top winners are Fartcoin, Open Campus, Zcash, and Core. The biggest losers are ThorChain, Gun, Solaire, and Nilion. Now let's zoom out and chew on the macro mess brewing in the real world. Trump's been flexing his tariff stick like a kid who just found his dad's old baseball bat. He's threatening to slap an additional 50% tariff on Chinese imports if Beijing doesn't back off its own 34% retaliatory tax. That's right. He gave him a 24-hour ultimatum on Truth Social, basically saying, drop your tariffs or I'll make it rain so hard you'll need an ark. China, of course, isn't exactly curling up in a ball crying about it. Their Commerce Ministry fired back, calling Trump's move a mistake on top of mistake and economic bullying. They're not budging. Beijing's like, you want to dance? We'll fight to the end. They're digging in, ready to slug it out. They've already got plans to hit American exports like oil, grains, and tech with more levies. And they're flexing their rare earth card. Who's being affected by all this? The people, of course. Americans are out here hoarding canned goods and toilet paper like it's 2020 all over again. Consumers aren't waiting to find out how much things cost after the tariffs. They're stockpiling non-perishables, medical supplies, even freaking appliances. Anything they think would get pricier once these tariffs bite. Let's leave the tariffs talk for now and switch gears to crypto news. Pakistan's stock market is having a full-on meltdown, triggering circuit breakers faster than you can say liquidation. Trading's halted, panics in the air, and the global trade war vibes are hitting harder than a margin call. Meanwhile, in walks CZ, he's just been tapped as an advisor to the Pakistan Crypto Council, a shiny new body set up to drag Pakistan into the Web3 future, while the traditional markets are busy imploding. CZ stepping up to guide Pakistan to the wild west of crypto regulation, infrastructure, and adoption. Pakistan's government is betting big on this, hoping his golden touch can turn their country into a blockchain hotspot. They're dreaming of luring foreign cash while their stock market's doing its best impression of a rug pull. Their stock index crash is getting pinned on global trade war fears. But here's Pakistan saying, screw it, let's pivot to crypto. Bold move. Let's see if it pays off. Next story. ThorChain has apparently caught the eye of Kim Jong Un himself. He said it's become his favorite crypto, a claim I'd take with a grain of salt, but let's roll with it. ThorChain's not your typical shitcoin. It's built for permissionless and private swaps between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and this caught Kim's fancy. How'd this happen? It's due to North Korea's crypto obsession. Those Lazarus Group hackers have been looting exchanges and protocols like it's a national sport. Remember that $1.5 billion Bybit heist we talked about? ThorChain has been a major help in their crypto laundering operation. Yeah, Kim's crew has been pumping massive volume on ThorChain after their hacks. And the ThorChain team has been all too happy letting the North Koreans launder money so they can show off the metrics on X. Last story. Galaxy Digital, that crypto merchant bank run by the dude with the wild hair and wilder bets, just got the green light from the SEC to come to the U.S. Galaxy is ditching the Cayman Islands vibe, reincorporating in Delaware, and gearing up to list on Nasdaq under the ticker GLXY. It's like they're trading their pirate ship for a Wall Street penthouse, and I'm here for it. The timeline's tight. Shareholders vote on May 9th, and if all goes smooth, they'll be ringing the Nasdaq bell in Q2. They're keeping their Toronto Stock Exchange listing too, because why not double dip in the hype pool? CEO Mike Novogratz is probably popping champagne right now. He called it a big milestone. This move's been in the works for a while. part of Galaxy's master plan to go full U.S. mainstream after years of flirting with the edge of the crypto Wild West. Now, let's see what we got popping in the DeFi space. Mantle is stepping up with a shiny new toy called Mantle Banking they're hyping as the future of finance. The pitch? Imagine a world where your salary lands in your Mantle banking account, and you can flip between USD, crypto, and whatever else without breaking a sweat. You don't need a clunky exchange or a sketchy off-ramp to spend your stack. Mantle is calling this banking for the next generation, built on their modular L2 with ZK proofs and a fat treasury. For $0.3 billion in assets, they brag. They've got heavy hitters like Bybit and Marana Ventures in their corner, and they're flexing partnerships with Eigenlayer and Athena to juice up liquidity. The idea is seductive. Your funds flow freely, yields are juicy, and you're not stuck begging a bank teller for a wire transfer that takes 3 days and costs you a kidney. Next story. Mantra, that Layer 1 blockchain outfit obsessed with tokenizing real-world assets, just launched the Mantra Ecosystem Fund, or MEF for short, with a cool $108,888,888 to splash around. Why the funky number? Maybe they're into numerology or just want to flex some extra eights for good luck. Point is, they're aiming this war chest at startups grinding away on RWA tokenization and DeFi, those buzzwords that make VCs drool and DGens dream of Lambos. This fund's got a 4-year runway to juice up projects at any stage, early bird garage coders or polished teams ready to scale. Mantra CEO is out here calling it a catalyst for groundbreaking projects that'll drag real-world adoption into the blockchain spotlight. They're not just tossing cash at random either. Partners like Laser Digital and Brevan Howard Digital are in the mix, which screams institutional cred. And get this, Mantra's already got a virtual asset service provider license from Dubai's Vara, the first DeFi platform to snag one. That's like getting a golden ticket to the chocolate factory, while everyone else is still begging Willy Wonka for a taste. Last story. First Digital Trust had a rough week. Their precious dollar peg token took a nosedive on April 2nd, dropping as low as 87 cents after Tron's big boss, Justin Sun, started flapping his gums on X. Sun claimed FDD was insolvent, basically yelling fire in a crowded crypto theater. Cue the panic. FDUSD holders started yanking their funds due to some Terra Luna PTSD. By the time the dust settled, FDT had redeemed nearly $26 million in withdrawals. Justin Sun, you sly dog. Nothing says I'm a team player like tossing a Molotov cocktail at a rival stablecoin and watching the fireworks. FDD's pointing fingers at Sun and Tectorix, TrueUSD's issuer, claiming it all a deflection from TUSD's own shaky reserves. Meanwhile, market maker Wintermute saw the dip and went full degen, scooping up 75 million FDUSD at a discount and flipping it back to FDT for a cool $3 million arbitrage profit. Gotta admire the hustle. Our airdrop of the day is Switchboard. Switchboard is a permissionless, customizable Oracle protocol on Solana, feeding real-world data to smart contracts. Think price feeds, randomness, and all that jazz, securing over $1 billion across the ecosystem. No token yet. But the D-gens are salivating because Switchboard's been dropping hints about a future airdrop via their Orbs campaign. Switchboard's hooked up with a bunch of Solana DeFi protocols, and using them earns you more orbs like a loyalty program. Kamee-no Finance is a big one. Open a position they're using Switchboard's Oracle, and bam, you're farming. Symmetry is another. Same deal, trade or stake with their Switchboard-powered feeds. Another way is to stake your SOL on Jito to get Jito SOL, then re-stake it via Switchboard's portal. If you see that Switchboard logo on a protocol, you're accruing orbs, no official list needed. Just ape in and pray it tracks. That's everything covered this Tuesday. Take it easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow.